What's going on today, guys? It's Mr. Mocha Caramel, and today we have ourselves another vape talk. I know it's been a couple days, and I apologize. And I honestly have no excuse besides the fact that I've just been busy with schooling and stuff like that, stressing out about this class and all this other stuff. So that's basically it. But I had my first exam yesterday, passed it. I feel great. I'm wearing beer socks because later on I will be going to get beer and steak with my class to celebrate the fact that we made it past the first test, and we have 4 more to go. So after that, we're done and I don't have to do this class anymore. But for now, we have ourselves another vape talk, and today's topic is going to be something that somebody had asked me about. Well, 2 people had asked me about, but I just kind of slacked on it. I was like, yeah, it seems like such a trivial topic, but then I really thought about it and something got to me today, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. Today when I was sitting outside in class, I noticed that these guys were mocking this one girl because she comes from another country. Now, I was immediately disgusted because I was just like, are you kidding me? This is like high school all over again. You're making fun of her because she has an accent because she comes from another country. Are you kidding me? I had to honestly step in and say something about it. Now, I didn't play the hero, and, all of a sudden she was like, oh, thank you so much for stepping in. Like, I didn't do it in front of them. I just pulled them to the side and just say, hey, that's kind of messed up. She might come from another country and has struggled to make it, and she feels like she's making something of herself. Why don't you cut her some slack because she's in the same position as you? Actually, she was a higher rank than them, which I don't understand why they still decided to make fun of her for her accent or mock her accent. I don't know. Having fun is fine. If you're in a group of people and you're making fun of, everybody, because me and my friends, family, we roast each other all the time. That's not bullying. That's just like harmless fun. But when somebody takes it a little too far, it might be time to stop. Now, what makes you a bully is if you just continue to do it and you do it just to hurt their feelings. But where does bullying come from? At the end of the day, it's just something that douchebags do to make themselves feel better because something about somebody else is different. Whether it be the fact that somebody might be weaker, somebody might be slower, somebody might be heftier, somebody might be different color skin, somebody, like me, might have different skin color. That is some kind of pigmentation from the sun, but I get called many things for it, and I get told many things for it. Personally, it doesn't bother me because you roast me, I'm gonna roast you right back, and don't cry when I hurt your feelings. But I remember my ex called me a cheetah one time because of these spots. Personally, I don't care. I'll find a way to get rid of them someday. I'll have to go to a dermatologist or something. But yeah, I get made fun of for stuff all the time. I have like this dot right here, and all of them all over my hands and stuff like that, and all this other stuff. And people find different things to make fun of me for, but it's stupid and it's childish and trivial. Honestly, if somebody in your life is always going to snap on you, now the thing you have to learn how to do is snap back. Don't give in to what they want. They want that reaction out of you to get pissed off and stuff like that. Don't give them that. Give them exactly what they did to you. Just snap back on them and then watch them stop real quick. Bullying just has to be stopped at its tracks right then and there. Whether somebody roasts you and you roast them back, or somebody is like physically harassing you and bullying you, and that needs to be stopped right away. Because if you don't stop it right away, then it's just going to keep going. And as adults, it's a little bit easier to deal with bullying than maybe as a kid or something like that. Or, maybe, I don't know, maybe it is harder as an adult. I don't know. I personally don't have a lot of trouble with it. I've had trouble with it in the past, but I just personally don't try to let it get to me. And honestly, like, there's no place in this world for any kind of bullying at all. There's no place for any sexual harassment, racism, any of that stuff. All that follows into the category, in my opinion, of bullying, and that's honestly disgusting. Like, people tend to look at the differences in people versus the similarities. You know, I cut you, you cut me, we both bleed red. Unless you're a xenomorph and you just bleed acidic blood, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, maybe we are different, but we're not different on the inside. It doesn't, most of us, I'd have to say, have the same functioning organs. We're not all that different on the inside. We're all cut from the same cloth. It doesn't matter what state you were born in, what country you were born in. From the very beginning of time in the universe, we were all cut from the same cloth at one point. So I personally don't see why it matters if somebody is different than somebody else. Honestly, the differences in this world are what make people beautiful. It's what make people unique. It's what make people who they are. And honestly, that's the best feature about a person. So if you're looking down on somebody for that, then you should probably look in the mirror and reevaluate yourself, because there's no place in this world for that. We already live in a world full of such hate and anger. Why should we add to it? Why not make it better? Why not take those differences and make each other stronger? Maybe I grew up in a very poor neighborhood, but I know street knowledge. Maybe you grew up in the rich neighborhood and you know book knowledge. Why don't we combine together and, have a good mixture of street and book knowledge and make something? Because that's what human beings are best at. We're good at creating. We're good at solving problems. We're good at making advancements to better our lives. If human beings would stop looking at the differences in each other, we wouldn't have war, we wouldn't have hate, we would honestly be much more better off. We could probably, if all human beings on this world got together and stopped the differences, stopped the bullying, stopped all that stuff, and just decided to work together as one, we could honestly do so much more. We could probably have a full functioning colony on the planet Mars by now. I mean, maybe there's one of you guys out there is like a space nerd and you're going to give me a million reasons why we can't live on Mars, but I'm just spitballing here. Maybe we could find the cure for cancer. Maybe we could find the cure for so many diseases that are out there, but we're too busy looking at each other's differences and hating on each other that we honestly can't. It seems like we can't do that. Bullying is something that I dealt with when I was younger. I was overweight at the time, and I had dealt with a lot of bullying. Now, me personally, I had a smart ass mouth, so me having a smart mouth and being scared to fight and being bullied was not a good combination. But if you're letting yourself be bullied, at least in my experience, I just had a lack of self-confidence. I let what people say get to me. And honestly, you shouldn't do that, because it's just somebody's opinion. It doesn't matter. Even your parents. Like, I'm not saying go out there and badmouth your parents, but your parents' opinions, should make a difference. But if they're just constantly wailing on you and putting you down, then don't let that get to you. Like, only surround yourself with people that are there for positivity. The only person's opinion that should matter is the person that you see when you look in the mirror, honestly. And if you're seeing something behind you when you're looking in the mirror, if you're seeing another person when you look in the mirror, then you might have a poltergeist of some sort, and you might be haunted, and you might have to get an exorcism. But the person whose opinion matters most is the one that's staring back at you in the mirror. Don't be a victim of bullying, and don't go out there and bully people. If you're having a bad day, don't take it out on other people, because sometimes that might be what bullying is. Maybe sometimes people are just having a bad day and they decide to take it out on other people. If they're willing to talk and you're willing to listen, maybe help them. Maybe that'll stop the bullying. But if they're just being an overall douche about it, then just steer away from them. Maybe they just want to solve it on their own. And maybe if it's better to get out of their way, then just go ahead, get out of their way. Bullying has no place in this world, honestly. What I say is most likely not, well, it's not going to change anything, but I just need to get my personal opinion out there. And if I'm still around when the world stops its bullying and looking at differences and looking at flaws and instead sees the beauty in all these differences and starts working together, then I can be the happiest man on this planet, honestly. Well, it's a little bit of a short one, but that was pretty much my rant on bullying. There's no place in this world, and I have done it before. Not proud of it, but it happens. Sometimes people want to fit in, and they do whatever it takes, including making somebody else feel down. But bottom line is, don't be a bully. You're not cool. You're not funny. You just look like an overall douche. So, thank you guys for watching and listening to me rant. And I apologize about not posting. I'll probably post another one later on, maybe after dinner or tomorrow to make up for like the videos that I hadn't posted or anything like that. But yeah, comment down below if you guys have anything else. Like, subscribe, share with your friends or anything like that. If you guys want me to talk about anything else, anything at all, like I say, no topic is off limits, so let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys.